Buenos dias, buen camino. From your dragon lady friend,
Carissa Rack.
It's not because I have my backpack either. Look, I have my backpack. Also, look, I'm wearing freaking gloves!
42 degrees this morning.
It's freaking cold here. I was not prepared. That's a lie. I'm prepared. I just wasn't expecting it to be this cold. When we left Arcade
Sure.
this morning, it was warmer there. And when we got to Pontevedra, it was much more chilly. And we left in the dark. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with everything you said.
Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. I feel like you need a solid rundown of what happened, because it was touch and go for a little bit there. At least to your dramatic friend, moi. Alright, so we decided to keep walking past where we were going to stay, which was Arcade. If you're an American, arcade. So we carried on for 8 more miles. I think we did a total of
Almost 23.
Almost 23. We're going to call it 23 miles yesterday. So, as we were passing through Arcade yesterday afternoon, I checked to see where my bag was. It was in Arcade. Guess where it wasn't? Where we were staying. So, because I could see that because I have an air tag in my backpack. So, I messaged the transport company and said, hey, I believe that you delivered my bag to the wrong hotel. And I sent them a screenshot of where my bag was. And they came back to me and said, your bag has been delivered to Hotel GBC Arcade, which is where we were staying. But that's not where my bag was.
Also, they basically told you that your GPS is incorrect.
So I let it be. There wasn't, at the moment, I was walking, there wasn't really anything that I could do. I was like, I'm just going to have to wait and see. Plus, I wasn't at the hotel. Well, so we kept walking. And, our plan was to just get an Uber. It's not going to be a problem, right? Wrong. Actually, I think Jason talked about that. Did you talk about that last night?
I don't think I did.
So there's no Uber here. At least where we are in this part of Spain. There might not be any Uber in Spain at all. There's another app that you can get. It's like free now. It's like for taxi service. Also, service wasn't available in the location that we're at. So I was like, obviously, because we made it to Pontevedra at like 5:30, 5:45. Would you say?
Yeah.
We had, we went to the Burger King.
Yes.
Shocking news, I know.
Strictly for the purpose of somewhere easy for the Uber to pick us up.
Yes.
Of course.
So I started researching when we found out that getting an Uber was not an option. I started researching just taxi service. And Jason did as well. All right. Long story short, we ended up at a taxi stand next to this meat market. The nice girl in there was like, didn't speak much English. She did her best. We communicated through Google Translate. She said that the taxis don't come in the afternoon to the taxi stand. And I said, well, is it possible to call a taxi? And she was she was kind enough to give me the phone number of the taxi service, and we got somebody to pick us up. It took about 20 minutes for them to come get us. We got to our hotel at 7 p.m. Guess what? My bag wasn't there. Messaged the transportation company again. Hey, my bag's not here. Oh, well, the driver said that your bag was delivered to the Hotel GBC Arcade. I'll have to check back with the crickets after that. Let me tell you something about the Hotel GBC Arcade. Yuvia, who's running the check-in, and I think I think that it could be her business. I'm not entirely sure. She was incredible. She's an amazing human being. Immediately when I told her, I mean, she just was so welcoming. Tons of pilgrims staying at that place. I told her that my bag didn't arrive. I showed her where it was. She was like, no problem, I'll go get it. She said, I have to be here for check-in, so it's going to be a little bit. She did her best. She doesn't speak a lot of English, but she sure did her best. And as it turns out, she called her boyfriend, husband, significant other, friend, I'm not sure who he was, to go pick up my bag for me, and he did. He brought it. It still makes me emotional. Jason was really put off by that, and I get it.
No.
I understand.
I appreciated her kindness. I was irritated that the lack of customer service from the baggage company, which turned into our problem, now somehow is her problem.
And I don't think she viewed it that way at all. She really, truly wanted to help.
She was very happy to help.
She was not going to let us walk and go get it. She was like, no. She said, it's a 20-minute walk just to get there. She's like, just give me a few minutes. I'll take care of it. She was so kind. I am forever grateful. And she was kind enough to arrange a cab for us this morning to take us back to Pontevedra, which is where we started 6 miles ago. Something like that. So we have like 16 more miles to go, I think.
Ish.
Maybe more. But it's okay, because that puts us ahead of schedule for arriving in Santiago, and I think that will be, there's a good chance we could be on a flight out tomorrow night. I'm ready to go home. Buen Camino. I left out some very important information. So, we had a reservation tonight to stay. Couldn't even tell you what city it is. Barro. At Barossa Rooms.
And we're like there.
Yes, we've arrived. So Jason emailed the place because it's we couldn't get a refund. It was non-refundable. And he's such a nice guy. It's the right thing to do. We did not intend on staying in Barro because we knew we were going to walk way past it today. So, but we didn't have any further reservations after that. So he messaged the Barossa Rooms last night and said, hey, just want to let you know, I'm not looking for any kind of a refund, but we're not going to stay. We're not going to make it. We're walking past. We're not going to stay. Which I thought was nice for him to do. Okay, so now we have nowhere to stay tonight. All right, so we went to bed last night. With no plan. Nowhere to sleep tonight.
Because there's nothing available.
Because there is nothing available.
Not because we didn't try.
Right. Everything is fully booked. Which, two things here. it's the weekend, and for the past 3 weeks when we've been out here, the weekend has been a challenge. Accommodations over the weekend have been challenging. That's the first thing. Secondly, as we mentioned yesterday, has been a major influx of pilgrims. So that is also making it very challenging, just because there's just so many people. Places are booked, and I don't think either one of us was really thinking about that. I wasn't. So when we just took a break. Finally, after 6 miles, because we left this morning with nothing to eat. So we finally happened upon a cafe that was open. It was packed. Full house. Jason immediately pulled out his phone, got on booking.com. Somebody must have canceled their place, because Jason found us a room in Padrón tonight. So now we have somewhere to stay. Also, both of us didn't sleep worth a damn last night. And I think for me, I was subconsciously anxious about the way today was gonna go. First, because I got my backpack back. Jason's carrying my cube of clothing, so my bag's not full, but I got my bag back. Also, I'm happy to have it. And secondly, just not having somewhere to stay tonight when we went to bed last night was weighing heavily on me, plus the high miles today. Also, looked at the elevation for the walk today, and it was like basically nothing compared to yesterday.
As we climb uphill.
Exactly. As we climb uphill for probably the 5th time today. The good news is we still love each other. The bad news is we might not like one another all day today.
It's a very accurate way to describe it.
What can I say? I'm pretty sure there's a strong chance that he hasn't liked me all morning. I am very resistant, and I don't know why, to anything that he suggests to me. For instance, my fingers were so cold all morning before the sun came out. I mean, I'm still wearing my gloves. And Jason Rex said, "Do you want to get your gloves out of your bag?" No. You should get your gloves out of your bag. No.
Can I dig your gloves out of your bag for you?
No. That was me. So, look, it's not all lollipops and unicorns out here, okay?
Yeah, sometimes it's Sour Patch Kids and...
Sometimes it is
nasty. Sour
Patch Kids and Warheads.
And Warheads. That's it going.
Here's a really, for me, at least I can admit it, when I'm going through a tough time and I'm frustrated, Jason Reck is slow to, he has a little more pride that he needs to break through.
What do you have? What'd you find?
I found a 4-leaf clover. I've been looking for a 4-leaf clover since the Camino Francés.
Well, now what? Did I make a wish? Like, wish we'd go home today?
This is Oh.